Good evening, friend. Study with Apala. In Polity, Indian Constitution at a glance. Part first, Union and its territory. Articles, names and territory of unions. Articles 2, admissions of new states. Article 2A, repeal. Article 3, formation of new state. Alterations of areas, boundaries or names of existing state. Articles 4, law made under Articles 2 and 3 to provide for the amendment of the first and the fourth schedules and supplemental, incidental or consequential matters. Parts 2, citizenship. Articles 5, citizenship at the commencement of the constitutions. Article 6, citizenship's right of certain persons who migrated to India from Pakistan. Article 7, right of citizenship of certain migrants to Pakistan. Articles 8, right of citizenship of persons of Indian origins residing outside India. Articles 9, persons voluntarily acquiring citizenships of a foreign state not to be citizen. Article 10, continuance of the right of citizenships. Articles 11, Parliament to regulate the right of citizenship by law. Part 3, Fundamental Rights. Article 12, General definitions for the words the state. Article 13, laws inconsistent with or in derogations of the fundamental right to equality. Articles 14, equality before law. Article 15, no discriminations on the grounds of religions, race, caste, sex or place of birth. Article 16, equality of opportunity in matters of public employment. Article 17, abolition of untouchability. Article 18, abolition of titles. Right to freedoms. Article 19, protections of a certain right regarding the freedom of speech. It's Article 20, protection in respect of convictions for offense. Article 21 is protection of life, personal liberties, and Article 22 is protections against arrest and detentions in certain cases. Article 23 is prohibitions of traffic in human beings and forced labors. Article 24 is prohibitions of employment of children in factories. It's right to freedoms of religion. Article 25 is freedom of conscience, of free professions, practice and propagations of religions. Article 26, freedom to manage religious affairs. Article 27, freedom as to payment of tax for promotions of any particular religion. Article 28, freedom as to attendance at religious instructions or religious worships in certain educational institutions. Cultural and education right. Article 29, protection of minorities interest. Article 30, right of minorities to establish and administer education of institutions. Article 31, repealed. Saving of certain law. Article 31 is saving of law providing for acquisitions of a state. It's Article 31 to be validations of a certain act and regulations. Article 31C, saving of law giving effect to certain directive principles. Article 31C repealed. Right to constitutional remedies. Article 32 is remedies for enforcement of right conferred by this part. Article 32A repealed. Article 33, power of Parliament to modify the rights conferred by this part in their application to force. Its Article 34, restrictions of right conferred by this part whilst materials law in any area. Article 35, legislation to give effect to the provisions of this part. Part 4, directive principle of state policy. Article 36, definition. Article 37, application of the principle contained in this part. Article 38, state to secure a social order for the promotion of welfare of the peoples. Article 39, certain principles of policy to be followed by the state. Article 39 is equal justice and free legal aid. Article 40, organization of village panchayat. Article 41, right to work, to educations and to public assistance in certain cases. Article 42, provisions for just human conditions of work and human material maternity relief. Article 43 is living wage. It's for workers. Article 43 is participations of workers in the management of industries. Article 44 uniform civil code for the citizens. Article 45 provision for free compulsory education for children. Article 46 promotion of educational eco and interest of SC and STs and OBCs. Article 47 duty of the state to raise the level of nutrition and the standards of living to improve public health. Article 48 organization of agriculture animals husbandry. Article 48A protections and improvement of environment, forest and wildlife. Article 49 protection of monuments and places of and objects of national importance. Article 50 separation of judiciary. Article 51 promotion of international peace. Thank you.